begin by talking about defeating pride through humility. When the Lord created the world, he put laws in place to govern it. So there's different laws. There is the law of motion. There is the law of gravity. God put many laws in place when he created the world. And to enjoy life, these laws must be respected. These laws cannot be broken. Right? If we refuse to respect them, they break us. Let me give you an illustration. Take the law of gravity, for example. It says what goes up must come. That law cannot be broken. But if I break it, if I disrespect it, it breaks me. So imagine for a moment, I fail to respect the law of gravity and I climb up a 10-story building and I'm like, I'm a man of faith. I'm just going to jump from this 10-story building. Will the law of gravity be broken? But some of my bones might. So the Lord has created this world to be governed by laws that cannot be broken. What's my point? The same is true in the spirit. Everything that happens in the natural, God has given it as an opportunity to learn what is going on in the spirit. There are laws in the spirit that must be respected in order to live the life you were made for. The life we were made for is abundance, but it comes under the laws that God has put in place. One of those laws is the law of humility. And Jesus taught it to us, Matthew chapter 23, verse 12. He said, whoever exalts himself will be humbled. And he who humbles himself will be exalted. This law is seen throughout the New Testament. This law is seen throughout the Bible. This is a spiritual law. It is impossible to break this law. If we respect the law of humility, we will live the abundant life. If we fail to respect the law of humility and choose pride and begin to feel like I'm the exception, I can disrespect the law of humility and still enjoy abundant life. The law of humility will not be broken, but a few of my spiritual bonds might. Right? A few of my dreams might be broken. This law cannot be broken. Because of the law of humility, it is essential for us to understand that when it comes to living the life you were made for, you are the sole determining factor in how high God is going to lift you. Not your connections. Thank God for connections. But it is not your connections that are going to be determining how high you're going to be lifted up in the spirit. It is not your talent. It is not your ability to hustle. Hustling is good. We're going to talk about it when we talk about the money series. But according to the law of humility, you and I are the sole determining factor for how high God is going to lift us. By humbling ourselves, we ensure that the desire to be lifted up will one day become a reality. Because we all long for more. Right? You remember at the beginning I asked, have you ever felt like there is more? We all want to be exalted, right? You don't have to raise your hand. But isn't there that feeling in you that one day I'll become the manager of this company? Right? Isn't there that feeling that one day I also want to start a church like Pastor Louis and Zinti? Like there is that desire for progression. There is that desire from level to level, from glory to glory. We even sing about it. And it is from God, as long as it is submitted to his law. So the journey towards a truly humble you is the most important journey you'll ever take. Because humility is greater than pride. Don't be deceived by what the celebs are showing you. Humility is still greater than pride. One wise man once said, Our most important journey in life is going from standing to kneeling before God. The most important journey is not to the top, it's to the bottom. Because God seems to put the necessary resources for progression in the bottom shelf, not in the top one. So to live the abundant life we're made for, we must understand humility is greater than pride. It still is, it always will be. The law cannot be broken. But just like the person who jumps from a 10-story building and hopes not to break their bonds, if I exalt myself in pride and hope to be promoted, there's going to be a few broken dreams. So maybe you're in here and you're carrying some broken dreams. Let's explore how to become humble again.